The next word that we don't say often is Hello everyone, welcome back to Shuoshuo Chinese, 说说中文. I'm Shuo, your Chinese native speaking teacher living in Bangkok, Thailand. So we all know that different countries have different culture, and our languages reflect the differences in the most direct way. So naturally, there will be some phrases that you guys say every day, but we Chinese people basically don't say them, or we do have the equivalent in Chinese, but we seldom use them in our real life. First of all, let me tell you a real story. It all starts from 2 weeks ago, when I had this meeting with 2 Taiwanese guys from an educational website, and we were talking about some potential collaborations in the future. And then at the end of this meeting, I want to say something nice and polite to end the conversation. So I said, 很高兴和你们聊天. 很高兴和你们聊天啊. I said that a lot to my non-native students, so I didn't feel it was that weird. But then I realized that there was an obvious, but they're trying to hide it, of course. There was an obvious surprise crossing their faces. And then that was the moment I realized that we don't say nice talking to you. Of course, you can translate them. 很高兴和你聊天. 很高兴见到你. And also you can text them if you just finished a perfect date and you want to say that 今天很高兴见到你. We just don't use them as a casual and polite way to end a conversation. So you may ask, what if you really had a good time with this person? What would Chinese people do with their emotions and good feelings? Well, we hold it back. We hold the emotion, the excitement, and the happy feeling by just saying, bye bye, 改天见啊. But of course, this is from my own experience. I'm sure there will be some people who are willing to say something like, 今天真的很开心，很高兴和你聊天. Likewise, we don't say, have a nice day. Have a nice one. Have a good weekend. Of course, you can translate them as, 祝你有个美好的一天. Or 周末愉快. But these are very, very weird, which will make you sound immediately like a 老外. We usually end our conversations like, bye bye, 再见啊，下次聊啊。好的，好的，好。Or state what we are going to do, such as, 好，那我先去买咖啡啦。好，拜拜。我先走了啊，我还要去幼儿园接我的儿子。好。I think this is the hardest part of learning a new language, Especially the language like Chinese, which is from a totally different culture. You want to speak real Chinese, not the 老外 type of Chinese. So here I want to recommend a website that myself and the other Chinese teachers and learners have been using, Shuoshuo Chinese. Actually, since I started teaching Chinese, I've learned a lot from Shuoshuo Chinese. Like, teach my student how to pronounce the second tone and the fourth tone.
You already use this tone in English too. Let's say someone just told you something really crazy, like, I just had coffee with Tom Hanks. You might say, what? Can you feel your voice going up as you say them? Well, that's the second tone.
Shuoshuo Chinese has over 1,000 video lessons and 10,000 interactive quiz questions. And the best part of their courses are that, number 1, the content is structured from beginner to upper intermediate like an actual online school. And I can't emphasize more on how important a systematical curriculum is. Number 2, the lessons are made using actual Chinese conversations. Their team went back to China and documented people's real life there. Finally brought the real world to their courses, combining with very professional and detailed explanations instead of just using textbook Chinese directly. So everything that you learned from Shuoshuo Chinese course can be used immediately to your Chinese friend without being worried about, am I speaking like a 老外? So I have a very good news for you. If you like my channel and you want to study Chinese systematically, from November 24th to December 1st, if you purchase a course on Shuoshuo Chinese from the link here in the description, the courses that are normally $149 are priced lower than they have been before, as low as $49. And for lifetime access, I really hope that everyone can support me and Shuoshuo Chinese. Okay, let's continue. The other thing that Chinese people don't often say is you know. It is a filler in English, but if you translate directly into 你知道吗, you will make Chinese people feel obligated to answer this question. And they will also wonder, 我为什么会知道呢？昨天我去了一个酒吧，就是那种音乐很大声的酒吧，你知道吗？我知道。然后就很晚了嘛，我就很困，你知道吗？然后我就想那我要不要回家呢？你知道吗？If you want to add a filler in Chinese sentences when you're thinking about the next word, as I mentioned in this video, you can say 那个。今天我要去那个商场买那个洗手液。我有一个朋友，他在那个北京大学当那个中文系教授。But just don't say it really quickly. If your Chinese is way too fluent and you say too many 那个 in your sentences and you say them really fast, it may cause you some problems. 我有一个朋友，他在那个教授。Another similar phrase that I have the urge to answer is, this is a good question. 这是一个很好的问题。You know, sometimes I really don't understand you guys. Because when we Chinese people say, 这是一个很好的问题, we do mean it. This is a good question. 这就是一个很好的问题。But it seems that sometimes when English speakers say, this is a good question, they don't really mean it. 那你觉得你和别人有什么不一样？这是一个很好的问题。没有啦。我不知道这是什么鬼问题啊？我哪知道 ？So next time, say 这是一个很好的问题 when you really feel this is a good question. Don't make your Chinese friend feel happy for nothing. The next word that we don't say often is have the urge to say bless you? Don't. It is your turn to hold it back. The truth is, we don't say anything when people sneeze. We just pretend nothing happens. 真的啊。然后那天我就去那个超市嘛。Some students have asked me, what about 100岁? Well, I have never said it. I've never heard any of my Chinese friends said it. So maybe people from some places in China, they say it, but I really doubt it. So you can tell me if you have heard your Chinese friend said 100岁 in comments. The first time when I heard people say 我有一个朋友 Steve, 他毕业以后就去了澳大利亚 I was like, okay, but why you tell me his name? Is his name that important? 上个星期我去了我的朋友 Christina 和 David 的家。In Chinese, if you want to tell some stories about your friend or you want to mention your friend, you don't say their names. You just simply say, 我有一个朋友，他毕业以后就去了澳大利亚。Or, 上个星期我去了我朋友的家。We only mention their names when it is necessary. For example, 我有一个朋友，他叫戴叔。他毕业以后去了澳大利亚，然后就变成了袋鼠。I hope you can get my daddy joke. Alright, so these are all the contents of this video. If you like this video, smash the thumbs up button and don't forget to subscribe to my channel and turn on the notification bell so you won't miss out the great chance to improve your Chinese. I'm Shuo from Shuoshuo Chinese. I will see you in my next video. 再见。